Well, hi there, everybody. This is Rusty. Somebody asked a couple questions and asked about what I have growing here for my, basically what's going to be for the bonsais. And I'm just going to show you a few things that are sitting here that are buried in my. This is my micro garden right here. I buried some of the pots. These are supposed to be overwintered over winter, so they go through their dormancy, and I just bury the pots in the back here so they are next to the house right here, because you're going to get most of the winter, even when it gets down to sub-zero temperatures, the snow and everything that along the house right here usually melts, because the ambient temperature of the house keeps the ground fairly warm. So that's what we have going on here. Oh, right there I got some lavender right there, another one over there. Alright, so what we have here, we got right there. This is a Trident Maple. There's two of them in one pot. So we got a couple Trident Maples right here. You can see the distinctive little flower, leaves right there. So I got two of them in here. They got a little bit of movement on had them wired. Now they're no longer wired at the moment. And next to it here is a elm. So it's grown up. I'm going to be cutting it back in the spring, so it's going to be shooting out the side. So basically I'm trying to get some girth on that little thing. This is a 1-year-old elm right here. These are 1-year-old elms or maples also. Here we got a yew. Right here, it's got a little yew growing right here, and so a few of the pots just buried in the ground right there. Here we got a eastern red cedar, or a juniper. It's an juniper virginius or something like that. We got them growing all over the place around here, and so I have that one. That's yank that one out of the ground and put it back here so it can continue growing in some decent soil. So I got that one. Over here we have that is a juniper that I started working on. This has been wired up, trimmed. It used to be a huge big bush that I trimmed up probably 70% of the foliage off of it, got rid of it, and wired it. It's got some movement in it. Up here you can see the movement in it. And I wired the basic branches to get some structure. Now down here, there are some limbs down at the bottom, down here. These will go away at the moment. I got them wired at the moment to keep them down out of the way, but what I'm trying to do is let them grow here. Some for next year, they'll probably get yanked off next year. You try to get some girth into that. This would build up that lower trunk area. And over here is a 2-year-old black pine right here. Little black pine is buried in there. And he's kind of snuggled up against the juniper right there. It's like saying hi to each other, I guess. But that's a Japanese black pine right there. And here we have a yew, another yew. This one's been wired out. It's got some nice, it looks really nice. It's, they got I kind of want it to go only so far up, so I clipped off the apex up here. So that's trying to expand it out. And it's sent some shoots out the side right through here. And so I got it wired up, trying to keep the limbs down. But that is a yew. And so hopefully that will turn into something. I'm going to turn this more, and it's going to be more an upright. That's the plan for that one's going to be an upright. Well, this one's got some kind of movement to it. Probably in the spring when they start bringing these back out to the garden centers, might pick up another one of these and see if I can get another one here and have it a flowing, cascade style. So we're going to have a cascade. Over here we have, there's a elm right here, and I have a few small cedars here, eastern cedars that are growing there. Small little ones that I started, got them growing. Basically, it's like you clip them off of a regular tree, and I put them in starters and got them to root out. So that's what those little guys are doing. And over here, you can see this guy right here. I got 3 black pines, Japanese black pines. I got 3 of them, kind of living in the same pot. You know, these two are kind of connected together. This one's separate, but these are 2-year-olds also. So, and he's been wired up a bit. So, need to get some heavier wire and get some more motion on one of these. I want some curvature on this. This one's doing pretty good for curvature, but not overly in that one. So, and this one here, there's another elm. It basically died at the top, but it grew. It's finished out of the root system right here. So, hey, they're vigorous. They'll keep trying to want to grow. And obviously, I got a couple more elms over here. Those things are prolific. You can find them everywhere, growing all over the place. Some more cedar starts right there with them. And here's a couple more elms. I just pulled these little guys out of the ditch, and they had some green starts. You can see there's some green growth on it. But as soon as the weather started getting cold, they kind of went. I think they're going dormant on me. So there's that. That is everything that's outside. This is my outside collection at the moment. Next year will be when a lot of these will get some more work done on them. Especially, I'm going to do more work on the Japanese black pines. So that is everything that's out here. I do have some more stuff inside. I'm going to show you here in a little bit. That is the collection at the moment, outside collection. I do have some bunch of seeds I'm going to start. I do have some more seeds I want to start using for like the Tridents and other style maples. So I want to have a few maples coming along. All right, we'll be back. Here's a few other items that are in the house. I have a fig tree here. This is an edible fig tree. It's going to be hopefully doing halfway decently. It's already, after being trimmed back a bit, it's already started growing new leaves. You can see it's got some nice shoot here. There's an old one that's a little ways back. It's showing a little bit of age, but this is a fig, edible fig. Alright, there's a ficus here. At the top of my head, I'm forgetting which version this is. Carrier or something like that. And here we go. This does probably need a little trimming. I'm going to probably nip it right about here and send some of these. This is like we got a double here growing off of that one spot there. So probably one of these is going to get trimmed off. Probably that one maybe. And get the height of this come down a bit, and I'll have another start with this one here. Probably cut it off right about here, have this, the apex going up right there, but it's getting kind of crowded in there at the moment. It is starting to show some growth here. You can see starting to send out some aerial roots. So it's definitely needs misting more often. I do it once, at least once a day, but the more humidity you have on these things, the more aerial roots will start putting out. I try to keep this kind of dry down here and mist it more often. That way it will start putting out more aerial roots and get that classic look going with it, with that. And here is the Azalea. So in the spring, this thing puts out some nice little flowers, but at the moment, this is what we have. Your basic garden center Azalea. It's been repurposed into a new pot. You can see it's got some nice little thickness to it. Been trimmed down a bit, but it's looking good. I need to go in and maybe trim some of it back a little bit, but wire some of these branches down some more, give it some pads like that, open it up a little bit. But it's got the classic kind of dome shape with it at the moment. And after this is all said and done, I'll get the mister out and mist these guys here, give them a little bit. Alright, so that is the three amigos that are sitting together all the time.